Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Everyone's coming silently on a speaking course. Hello, Jennifer. That's what I need to do, Jennifer. Oh my gosh, Jennifer, Jennifer. Let me write you down. Jennifer.
Hmm.
Whew. Good morning. Hi, Lynette. Hi, Sanal. Quick meeting. We'll be on camera when done. Fabulous. Hello, hello, hello. If you don't mind, I've got a couple of messages on my. I've been on a back-to-back meetings now, so from 8 to like literally now. So I just want to quickly check if anybody needs anything before we start. Are you all happy with that? Yes, just give me a sec. Thank you.
Hello, Lynette.
Hi, how are you
You're
doing?
looking so, oh no, I'm doing very well. You're looking so lovely. And every time we see you, your background looks even more snazzy. Looking
I'm
good,
just so
looking
nervous for
good. You,
this morning. Oh,
why?
yeah, look, I mean, these kind of things is not my natural thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But I want to just say to you something that you know what? Only you know what the truth is.
okay.
Okay? So only you know what what your biscuits are like. Only you know what your boxes are like. Only you. So you can say whatever you want. Nobody can actually say, but that's not the truth.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
just wing it. It's yeah. It's I mean I
Yeah.
can just see how fabulous you have you have grown so much. It's lovely. I just you make me excited. You know what? You actually make me want to taste those biscuits. I want
Well,
to be a biscuit eater.
we must
Uh,
swap numbers and I'll meet you for a cup of coffee. Uh,
Jennifer, I can tell you the
Absolutely.
biscuits are delicious, and in fact, I'm placing an order. Lynette and I were talking about that because I've got a couple of people's birthdays coming up. So I'm placing an order for the Tableview area to be delivered,
Wow.
but I think you can still meet for a coffee. So, Lynette, we need to do that today.
uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I absolutely agree with you. I was sorry listening because while I was off camera at what you just said to her, and you're 100%. Like, honestly, Lynette, if you go back to session one to where you are now, that your goal and your like it's just like this trajectory of absolute stunning gorgeousness and confidence and yeah, delish, delish,
we're getting there.
delish. I'm Lynette, I'm writing your name down, but I am back to back today. So will you let me know what we discussed?
Yes, yes. Yeah, because you've also been on my mind while I'm doing other things. So, yeah,
Okay. The other
yeah.
thing is I know you in Constantia side. Am I correct? Like to try
Rondebosch.
Rondebosch. I I am going to, just as an idea, I am going to Nuatuk on Tuesday, driving through. I'm staying there for the night. I've got a big training session on the Wednesday. So I know that's going to Nuatuk, you drive via Rondebosch, Constantia, that
Mm,
way.
mm.
So that might be another idea. But let's please chat today, even if it's just
Yeah,
voice noting.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you.
Fabulous. Um, how are you, Debbie? Welcome.
Hi, I'm fine. I'm here because I've done mine already, but I'm in support of those that are still needing to do because I think it's important. If they had to listen to my jargon, I must listen to
Oh,
theirs
bless.
and support them as well. Yeah.
Oh, bless. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
otherwise good. And Jen, I haven't
Fantastic.
contacted you. I've been flat out because I actually booked so many appointments for this week that I literally have been out and about. Even straight after this, I'm leaving to go to another appointment. So my accountability thing, I just haven't had the chance. So sorry about that. We'll make contact with you.
Yeah, that for me was exactly the same as I wanted accountability partner, but I'm like, from my side, it's not so much as what you can, it's what I want to give. And yes, sometimes I'm just like overwhelmed and I like to go into my little huddle but yes, I think,
Yes.
you know what, let's just let it calm. And
Yes.
even if it's just, good morning, how are you? That's it.
Yeah,
You know,
I
and
agree with you. We can chat about that.
yes, because it's hectic right now. We're all trying to push this business. And of course, the more we're pushing, everybody else is pushing as well. And I've also just decided, no, just get your things in order and then we can.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. So should we just leave it till next week, and I'll give you a shout maybe Monday, 10 o'clock-ish, or midday, whatever. And then we can,
Okay,
you and I can just
yeah.
chat offline and make our own arrangements that we don't hold everybody else up here.
Okay, but what I'm going to do is I will reach out to you now already, and just that's it. Cool.
Perfect.
We're taking up.
On that,
Speak with impact.
On that, a lot of us feel that accountability with each other takes a long time. If I can share with you, once you've had your initial check-in and how you want to work it, one of the things Colette and I do it, when Colette and I talk, we can talk for an hour. I don't have an hour every day to talk. So I've got to the point now, like even saying to Lynette, I would love to chat to you today, but I can't. So let's just voice note back and forth because I'm back to back until 7 o'clock this evening already fully. So in between, I've got a 30-minute here or a car ride here that I can go So one of the things Colette and I do, I know you all have planners. So even what I do here is all I do. Yesterday, I sent her a photo of what I've achieved. And then I send her a photo up until the line of what I want to do today. And as I've added 3 things on here that I've already achieved for today that are bonuses. So it's like, it's focusing on the win. So at the end of the day, I'll go, this is what I sent her. So she sees the empty one. Then I highlight what I've done. And additional to that. So we don't even talk. I just send her a photo, 2 photos. This is what I did today. This is what I need to do tomorrow. That's it. So it just makes it that you can do a check-in once a week if you want to on a voice note, or you can just send a voice. So because both of us work until different hours, sometimes it's after 10 o'clock at night. Sometimes we forget, we do it 6 o'clock in the morning. But the nice thing is saying, well done, that was awesome. If you want to or don't, or just a thumbs up or a heart. But for me, it's accountability for me. So even on Tuesday, I've got like quite a few things there that I haven't achieved yet. So what I'll do is now for tomorrow, everything from Tuesday carry over to do tomorrow. So that way you don't have to, accountability shouldn't be an added burden, but what it is just showing up. That's like, if I can give you any grace around that, it's almost going, this is what I'm going to do. And because I told you I'm going to do it, I better do it. And if I haven't done it, I don't beat myself up. I just add it. Move it over. Like at the moment, I hear you because I'm also in overwhelm back in week 1. I'm just like, there's so much, but yeah, awesome.
Okay, cool. I just want to quickly say to you, I went to the doctor yesterday and she had started yesterday. She couldn't log on to her system. She said, I've forgotten it all. I mean, that's the doctor. You must understand. That's dangerous.
There's great medication for people who forget everything. I just want to open the door for my PA.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think you and I can chat about what suits us best and works for the 2 of us, so that we're not, like you say, down to that it becomes an issue. Yeah. Cool.
This is my PA. Sorry, you're scratching at the door. There we go. Say hi. Say hi. Camera shy. Every time I say to her, you ready for work? She goes straight to my office and she lies here with me the entire day. We're going to work. All right, ladies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know some of you have done it before. Some of you wanted to do it again. Fabulous. But and if you want to do it again, you're welcome to as well. I know Sanal said she's on a meeting. Alsabi, unfortunately, a few people have messaged who couldn't make it. That's also okay. It was a bonus to do it just for those who would like to practice again. Something I want to ask you, I am, I've got my different courses and my different tiers. For example, I've got the Go-Getters. You're all part of Go-Getters. I've also got Speak with Impact for Sales, which is this. Um, and then I've got my public speaking. And not everyone wants to do public speaking because not everybody needs to do a 7-minute pitch or, which is fine. One of the things I want to ask you, over the course of the last year, I have trained Speak with Impact with probably over 120 people. The thing that I hear a lot, and for me as well, it's all about building the muscle, the confidence muscle, the practice. And I think what happens is often in a course, and I know this for myself as well, I do a course, then I leave and I kind of forget things or I don't practice, so it doesn't stay. So, for example, I do voice coaching as I'm a client who does voice coaching for my voice, specifically for speaking. But I find like now we've been on holiday for 4 weeks. I haven't done my breathing exercises and I haven't done my vocal warm-ups for 4 weeks because I'm on holiday. But the difference it's made to my voice of not doing it. So I've actually started today with one of my 60-day challenges is from today, I'm adding, so I've got this one there, I've got 2 happening there. And then from today, I was like, I'm going to start doing 10-minute vocal warm-up exercises per day, just because then it's consistent, then it's top of mind. But often I find that even with speaking. So I am, and I've spoken about it before, thinking of starting like we have Go-Getters mastermind. I also have a leadership mastermind for my leadership clients. I am thinking of starting either weekly or bi-weekly communication mastermind, which would be for everyone that has done this course, Speak with Impact for Sales. It would be probably an hour. There will be some content different to Go-Getters, but it's more for you to practice your introduction, practice your 2-minute pitch, practice and learning new sales skills that will go hand in hand with that. Is that something you would say yes to? Is it something you would like to do? And I'm asking, you can say, I'd love to do it. I don't have the time. That's my biggest thing. So if I launch it, I would need a group of people that say yes to make it, because there's a lot of time and effort from behind the scenes that go into it. Is it something you would think that would benefit you or you would be interested in? I would actually say weekly, because then it's same as Go-Getter, show up at least 2 out of the 4 sessions. You can watch the recordings. Price point, it would probably be 300 Rand or 350 a month as well. But it would be, because I do coaching, sales, speaking coaching with Americans, and I would be utilizing what I know, but also what I'm learning from them as well. Is that something that would interest you? I would love just feedback on that.
Okay, from my perspective, that part of what I'm finding is like with the course, which is now done, but between that and Go-Getters and then this property power circle, there's so many train or meeting type of things that I would then decide, is it better to stay on Go-Getters or is it better to do the communication? And I'd possibly do the communication before the Go-Getters in that instance, because for me personally, I think that would add more value overall. Okay, so because it's just from a timing perspective that it's like normally on a Monday and a Friday, I normally leave to my creative and my admin and those type of things. And then a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I generally normally go out that I'm by 9 o'clock is my first appointment or meeting or whatever. So I've got fairly from 9 till about 2, and then I get home, and when I've got my home loans to do and that sort of thing, I then come back and do that from a follow-up perspective, and that because my job is very important to give a quick turnaround and high levels of communication and so on. So I do it with flexibility, but if I've got too many things, then that's why I was saying to you in that other message that I need to focus on my business. Absolutely. It's part of it like that, and that's an open, honest
and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Jennifer, what would you say?
You know what? Yes, I think exactly what Debbie has mentioned now too. I like the fact that we've got on the Tuesday the Go-Getters, because I set that day specifically for nothing's happening on that day. And I also would rather choose something where I am growing on a specific, what would we call it, like a skill. Now, Go-Getters is fabulous. I mean, I wouldn't change that at all. But if I had to choose, I mean, I'm going to go for something that's going to grow me specifically in something that I'm needing. Okay. Yes, for me as well, it's just on time. You know, we've only got the few days in the week, and if we're now already putting in and saying, "Oh, this day is this," and I'm blocking this off, then it does become a bit of a challenge.
Yeah. No, I totally hear you. Totally hear you. And I've already come up with another plan as you both are talking. But I'd love to hear, Lynette, your feedback.
Yes, I agree totally with Debbie and Jennifer. I think it's all about time, but I do think I could benefit more from this than the Go-Getters, because I think it'll help me in presenting to new shops and pitching new ideas.
I think just in a brainstorm, actually, as I say this out loud and as I speak to you as well, it's maybe looking at doing a half a day every second month as a follow-up booster, or every month that you can join live or you can watch the on demand and put it into practice. So maybe that's what I'll actually look at, is creating mini courses for everyone that's done it, that you learn something new, you practice, preferably showing up live, because then you can practice. If you don't show up live, you can watch it. I mean, I do all my American training on demand, because even though it's live, by 8 o'clock at night, I'm finished. Like, I just have, they all bubbly as anything because it's 10 o'clock in the morning there, but by 8 o'clock, I'm just computer fatigue.
Yeah, brain dead.
Absolutely. So I do everything, but then I practice on my own, practice the pronunciation, practice the move. So I actually, as I'm saying this as out loud, instead of having another 30 minutes per week, like you say, timeline, maybe it is a thing of once a month doing a 9 to 12 or a 9 till 11, like a 2-hour session. And you can choose, oh, I want this because it's a booster for sales, or it's specifically for cold calling. So as you're saying that, that's where my brain's just gone. So thank you.
Yeah, I think that for me would work a lot better.
Yeah.
Because it's like, for example, like yesterday, I worked until about 7:30, nearly 8 o'clock last night. And Scotty said to me, hello, like, we have a life, so I've got to balance all of those things as well. And I can't do that consistently every night either. So, and the more, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the learning. I love doing these courses. I thoroughly enjoy them. And I find even with the Go-Getters, the content that we had was amazing, because it actually is also bringing in other new thoughts and creative ideas to our everyday. It's not just how are you all kind of thing. There's added value in terms of the subject matter that you bring into it. Okay, so I'm happy to keep with that, but I just can't do too many mornings. So I think that would be the ideal solution. Yeah.
I think that's,
and I'd also probably do an on demand.
Yeah.
And Nikki, you know what? When I got involved with you and we did this course now, the first course now, you know what? I am blown away and I'm so excited to go forward. You've opened up so much. I actually don't have the words to explain how I have grown. I was the one that said I have no confidence and I don't know where it's gone. Well, I tell you now, I'm putting my hand up for 1,001 things, because this is, you understand. So I know that this year is going to be brilliant, but I also know I've got to build business. I've got to bring money in so that I can also spend. I also know the flip side, that if you do spend, is going to benefit the business. But I've also got to be real there and say, okay, I mean, I'd love to do the next course that you're giving on public speaking. I'd love it. But the funding is not here right now. So I've got to be honest with myself on that. And because, you know what, I've got FOMO. I'm just watching people get involved and I'm like, darn, what can I sell? So
I love that.
I'm in
But the
exactly
thing
that
is,
same
So
position,
just
Jen.
so
Yeah.
you all know, for Speak with Impact for Public Speaking, for those of you, I do want to come back to do graduation though. Just for that, I have 8 groups launching this year. Okay. The reason I'm not publicizing the dates because then lots of people go, oh, I'll do it later. You have to build scarcity with something. Okay. But I do have 8 dates for the year. If you want to work on an extended payment plan, because one of the things I am doing now, it has to be paid in full before you start. Just because I have had unfortunate situations. So I don't want that anymore. That's what I'm working with Tony Robbins as well. I'm doing his course, but I have to have paid full before they add me. So even with that, if you want to like look at it and say, okay, this is what the cost is. I would like to do realistically, and maybe it's something where you start a payment plan and say, okay, well, instead of paying, because I think I've got a once off 2, 3, or 4, you can say, okay, I want to take, this is what I can pay a month. This is when I can pay it by, put me on that seat, and then you're scheduled. So if you want me to share the dates with you and work on something that can work, please do that. Because sometimes it's about saying, okay, well, let me put away 1,000 Rand a month or 1,500 Rand a month and build it up. And maybe some months you pay more, some months you pay less, whatever works for you. I have an accountant who can manage that. And that way you can start pre-paying until you're ready so that you are booked on this year. But I do have 8 groups launching this year, just so you know on that.
And the leadership one, because I go to the Public Speakers Association of South Africa meetings once a month, and I listen to and pick up little tidbits from there. I might join this year, but I don't have any real need to be able to speak full on in public, in a public presentation as such, as a public speaker right now. There are elements in a small group, but the leadership one is possibly where I would have more benefit, and I'd need to do exactly the same, save up and do. And part of the reason is I've been focusing on doing new developments as opposed to home loans for properties that exist now. And I'm trying to balance the two out, because I do these home loans for these developments, but I only get paid in the earliest one. It'll be, if I'm lucky, will be November, December this year. So that, hence my sort of saying, from a budget perspective, I've got to also be realistic.
Perfect. What I'm going to do now, if you don't mind, I'm going to park this conversation. I want to give, I know Lynette is ready to graduate. I want to give her, because she's not even listening to anything, because she's just practicing her pitches as I can see it. Her mind's just doing this, and she's heard nothing of what we've said. So what I would like to do is park that, and I'd love to come back to that, and I can answer all those questions there and help you and guide you and support you there and give you different advice there. But what I want to do is, those who want to do their presentation, let's do that. Then we can come back and answer any questions around that. And I love this conversation. I love this open, honest conversation. I'm seriously having FOMO from missing you guys already on a Thursday. But I know Lynette wants to do you want to do a 1 minute or 2 minutes or both?
It's going to be just under 2.
Fantastic. Jennifer, are you wanting to do your 1 minute or 2 minutes again? Fantastic. Debbie, 2 minutes. Okay. You're not, no, you're welcome to. You're welcome to. Okay. One of the things I want to do is to stop this recording, because I want to